Egypt's Ministry of Petroleum has launched a new international tender for 4 Red Sea exploration blocks, aiming to attract foreign investment and boost energy output. The bid, announced by Minister Karim Badawi, uses a profitability-based production sharing model, the R factor, offering more flexible terms for global energy firms. Libya's state-run Oil National Corporation has announced a new oil discovery in well H1NC4 by its subsidiary Arabian Gulf Oil Company in the Ghadames oil basin. The company stated that the well's daily production is estimated at approximately 4,675 barrels per day of crude oil and approximately 2 million cubic feet of gas. It added that the project is wholly owned by the NOC. Oil prices fell more than 1% on Tuesday as the OPEC Plus decision to pause output hikes in the first quarter of next year, along with weak manufacturing data and a stronger dollar, weighed on the market. Brent crude futures fell 1.25% to $64.08 a barrel. The U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was down 1.38% at $60.21 a barrel. Gold prices also fell more than 1% on Tuesday as the dollar hit 3-month highs, while traders awaited U.S. economic data for clues on the Federal Reserve's monetary policy path. Spot gold was down 1.1% to $3,959.56. The U.S. gold futures for December delivery eased 1.1% to $3,968.1 an ounce. The dollar index traded at 3-month highs, making gold more expensive for other currency holders. China's Ministry of Commerce has urged the Netherlands to stop interfering in corporate affairs and seek a constructive resolution to the Nexperia dispute. A ministry spokesperson warned that failure to act would worsen the impact on the global semiconductor supply chain, an outcome neither China nor the industry wants. China called on the Netherlands to act responsibly to preserve stable China-Netherlands and China-EU trade ties, while reaffirming its commitment to protect Chinese companies' legitimate rights and ensure the smooth operation of the global chip supply chain. Artificial intelligence cloud startup Lambda has announced a multi-billion-dollar agreement with Microsoft. The deal includes the deployment of tens of thousands of AI chips, leader NVIDIA's graphics processors. However, Lambda did not provide further details on a specific deal value or timeline for the deployment in its statement. Senate Majority Leader John Thune has expressed optimism that an agreement can be reached this week to end the 5-week shutdown, as bipartisan rank-and-file talks make progress. He noted that the goal was to be able to send a revised stopgap bill to the House by the end of the week to reopen agencies. In her first public appearance since President Donald Trump moved to dismiss her, the U.S. Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook stated that public service in the U.S. requires thick skin. She pledged to uphold the mandate given through her Senate confirmation to protect the Fed's inflation and employment goals. In the MENA region, the Central Bank of Egypt reported a financial stability index of 0.48, with foreign reserves rising to $47.8 billion, enough to cover more than 6 months of imports, noting that Egypt's financial system remained stable in early 2025, supported by a solid banking sector, rising reserves, and stronger investor confidence. However, non-performing loans declined to 2.2%, while banks maintained capital adequacy and liquidity ratios well above regulatory requirements. Profitability improved, with returns on assets and equity reaching 2.6% and 39% respectively. Foreign investment in Treasury bills increased to 44.7%, and the EGX 30 index rose 19.5% year-on-year. Stress tests confirmed the sector's resilience, and financial inclusion expanded to 74.5% of adults.